Many times in life, we compare ourselves to others. We ask, why can't I be like them? This habit often makes us feel unhappy. In today's fast-paced world, with apps like TikTok and Instagram, this comparison has become even more common. So this story is for anyone who feels unsatisfied with their life and thinks others are happier or more successful than they are. While listening to this story, you'll also learn new words and life-changing wisdom. So listen carefully all the way until the end. One day, a crow was flying and landed on a tree branch. As he sat there, he saw a swan swimming peacefully in a nearby pond. The swan had bright white feathers, and some villagers gathered around just to admire its beauty. The crow became curious and flew closer to the swan. But as soon as the villagers saw the crow, they waved their hands to chase him away. The crow thought, maybe they're afraid I'll make the place dirty. Feeling hurt, the crow sat on another branch. But again, the villagers didn't want him around. They drove him away without kindness. The crow was heartbroken. He saw how people admired the swan's beauty, but no one liked him. With a heavy heart, the crow left the village and flew deep into a forest. Sitting alone on a branch, he began to cry. He said to himself, "People hate me because of my black feathers. If only I had white feathers like the swan, I would be happy too." Just then, an old crow flying by saw him and asked, "Why are you crying, young one?" The crow replied, "I hate my black feathers. They're so ugly. Nobody likes me." The old crow smiled gently and asked, "If you could look like any bird in the world, which one would you choose?" The young crow immediately said, "The swan. Everyone admires it." The old crow said, "There's a magical spring deep in the forest. If you bathe in its water with a pure heart, you can change how you look. But before you go, why not ask the swan if it's truly happy?" The crow agreed and flew back to the pond. He asked the swan, "Dear swan, you must be the happiest bird in the village. Your feathers are so beautiful and everyone loves you. Are you happy?" The swan looked down and said, "Thank you for your kind words. But no, I am not happy. People keep me as a pet. I can't live freely. When I grow old, they might use me for my meat. I don't even know if I'll still be alive tomorrow." The crow was shocked. Then, "Who do you think is the happiest bird?" he asked. The swan replied, "I think parrots are the happiest. Their colorful feathers are more beautiful than mine, and people don't eat them." The crow thanked the swan and flew off to find a parrot. After some time, he found a parrot sitting on a branch. The crow said, "Dear parrot, your colorful feathers are so lovely. You must be the happiest bird." The parrot sighed and said, "My feathers are pretty, but people lock me in cages because of them. I spend my life trapped, always scared." The crow felt even sadder. "Who do you think is the happiest bird then?" he asked. The parrot replied, "The peacock must be the happiest bird. People admire its feathers the most and give it a big cage to live in." So the crow flew to a zoo to meet a peacock. There, he saw the peacock spreading its feathers while many visitors watched and admired it. The crow said, "Dear peacock, you are so beautiful. Your feathers are amazing. You must be the happiest bird in the world." The peacock looked at the crow and said, "No, my friend, I am not happy. People take my feathers and sell them. It's painful when they pluck them. It happens again and again. I wish I could live freely like you. No one bothers you. You can go wherever you want." The crow was surprised. He realized he had been taking his freedom for granted. He flew back to the old crow and said, "I don't want to be anyone else. I'm happy to be a crow now." Moral of the story: this story teaches us that everyone has their own struggles. Comparing yourself to others will only steal your peace and joy. Instead, be grateful for who you are and what you have. Remember, you are unique. No one can be a better version of you than yourself. If this story gave you a new lesson or helped you learn something new, don't forget to like, share, and leave your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next story, where we'll continue learning and growing together. Yellow Heart.